Hi, thank you for watching my very first Watch It, Win It. I pretty much would like to do something fun on my channel, and I was trying to think of a way to do a giveaway or to do something fun once a month, at least once a month, possibly even more than once a month. So I came up with this idea. This project that you're currently watching is going to be a MemoryDex card with a super cool, if you were on my Instagram already, you would have seen it. It spins, the heart in the middle spins. So it's a tutorial, but I'm gonna talk about the Watch It, Win It first, and then I'll kind of walk you through. It's kind of self-explanatory when you watch what I'm doing. I stitch, the pins I used are just sewing, I think they're like sewing when you get stuff altered. I don't even know what they're called, the pin thingies. But I stuck it in the chipboard. So whenever I do a MemoryDex card, I always do chipboard as the base, and it makes them way sturdier. And I don't know, I really like the feel of the sturdiness when you're holding it. So you can't tell in the picture, but when you're actually holding it, it just feels sturdy and nice and solid, and it just adds to it. So I always use the chipboard. So it gave me a layer to stick the pins in so the heart would rotate. Okay, so the Watch It, Win It is, for this one, it's going to be open internationally as well. Not always will that be the case because the shipping is super expensive, but this is a small item, so you'll just have to watch or read in the description if it is open for everyone or if it's just US. So I am going to do either a tutorial or a share, and it'll have that little flag or the little window where it says Watch It, Win It. And basically, I think I'm gonna set, this might be high, I don't know, this is my first time. But once the video hits 2,000 views, I'm going to randomly generate a winner. The way you enter is just commenting on this video. Please only comment once because I don't know if the generators know if you've commented more, and I don't want to have to go through all of them to make sure, because I don't know how many people are going to try to watch it and win it. So look how cool. I was so excited when that part happened. I was like, oh my gosh, it's bids. Yeah, so please only comment once. You have to be a subscriber, so please make sure you subscribe. You don't have to like the video, but it's always helpful for me if you do give it a thumbs up. But please, you definitely have to be a subscriber, and make sure you comment. Once I reach the 2,000 watches, if that's too much, the next time I do this, I'll drop it down, but I don't know, so we're just gonna start there. That's probably kind of a high number for me to start it at, but I don't really know. So I'm gonna just try there. I don't even know why I picked that number, I just did. So we'll start it there, and in the future, if it takes too long to get to that, I'll lower it, and then if it gets really quick to them, I'll higher it. I'll just learn as I go. But once it hits that, I'll random generate, and then I'll message you underneath your comment to let you know you won, and I'll tag you if I can in the information section, the description of the video, and hopefully you get notified, and then we'll exchange email addresses, I guess. If you're on my if you follow me on Instagram, I can message you there, and you can send me your address, and then I'll send it out to you. So I have no idea how long it's gonna take. It might take a month, it might take 3, 4. If it's like so long, I'm hoping it doesn't take more than like a month to reach it. I figure because I'm giving something away, maybe more people will watch. But we'll see. If it takes super duper long, I might just cut it and make it so it only takes a month, whatever. However many views I have after that, then whatever. So yes, so I'm making the MemoryDex card. I added a bunch of layers. That little crinkle paper that you see, the little part that I'm putting something on top of, is totally, absolutely, 100% Adriana Alvarez's idea. She sent me something a while ago in one of our swaps, and I immediately fell in love because when do you ever, I would have never thought to do that. You always crinkle that paper and then make rosettes with it. I didn't even think to use it as a layer, but it adds such a nice layer. So if you've not tried it, definitely try it. I really recommend trying it. It just adds the extra little, I don't know, the extra, we all say, right? The extra. It's so extra. Yeah, so, and the trim, of course, I always try to put trim somewhere on my projects. I'm trying to hide the tape a little bit because you can see it when you look down. You can see the tape poking through. But I also, the white ribbon that is behind it is from Joann's, or no, I think it's from Michael's. I've been using that quite often because it's sitting right next to me. These little hearts, you can barely see these little hearts, but every single little detail helps, and the more the recipient looks at it, they'll start seeing more and more things, and that's what I think makes it exciting. Is when you think you've seen everything in your project, and then every time you look at it again, you see something new. I know it happens to me all the time when I get stuff for my pen pals. So now I'm just trying to incorporate the border because it just kind of looks lonely and sad. It needs a little bit of pizzazzing. But I don't actually like what I did too much on the side. Oh, those enamel dots are from AliExpress. They are exactly the same as the ones you can buy online from a different company. I don't want to say the name because I don't know the rules. But yes, so you go to AliExpress, put in enamel dots, and they pop up. There are so many. Just bulk buy because it takes forever. It takes like, I don't know, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, and sometimes I even forget what I order. I'm sure many of us do, and then you get it in the mail, and you're like, oh yeah, I knew I needed this. But they're exactly the same as all the other ones, literally exactly the same. I had them side by side, and you can't even tell which is which. So if you need enamel dots, check out AliExpress. This little silvery, like metallic-y, white, yarny, stringy stuff is from Michaels. It's in the section, the kids section, where the glitter and the felt and stuff is, I think. One of my pen pals used it in something, and I asked them where they got it, and they got it at Michaels. I've had it for quite some time, so I'm not sure if it's still there, but it probably is. So this is tulle. I usually back my projects with some type of tulle. I was using the regular tulle to make shaker pockets with it. But this one I received in a swap, and I loved it. So I tried to find out where it was. She didn't know, so I just found it in Hobby Lobby. And I should have put it on the heart before I started, but I forgot. I always forget. I usually can go back and just stitch it on, but because there's so many layers on this heart, I'm afraid that it'll bust my needle because there's like 2 layers of a thinner chipboard and then 3 layers of cardstock, well 6 layers of cardstock. So this time I didn't actually get to use it, but I still used a little piece of it. You can kind of see it back there, just barely, and once I put all this stuff on there, it only shows through a little bit, but that's what it's all about with the layers. Sometimes you completely cover things up and it only pokes through a teeny tiny bit, but that's all you need is that extra little touch. So I decorate this. I'm using, that took me far too long to do. I'm using crepe paper. I think it's mostly Main Squeeze. I think it's Main Squeeze. There's a couple of Heart Day. I think those lips are from Heart Day. I didn't get this year's Valentine's Day collection because I have so much of this from last year, and I really am trying to do better. So I was trying to use what I already had. I'm sure next year, and I'm always a season behind, I feel, with the collections. I feel like next year I'll be using this year's collection, and then the year after I'll be using next year's collection. So again, I'm just adding a bunch of layers. Be sure, oh, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yes, okay, so, oh, that's what I wanted to say. So, that's the problem when you do these videos. I don't know how to edit, and then I make that mistake, and then I don't want to start the whole video over because I've had to do that a million times. And by the way, I'm sorry this video took me so long to post. I literally started at 10 o'clock this morning, and I was on the phone with Apple for 2.5 hours because the program was just not working. And I finally got it to work, but I had to redo the whole video. Not the part you're watching, but the voiceover. So what I wanted to say was I'm never sure when I start crafting what I want to do. I wasn't ready to embellish this heart. I knew I wanted to make it spin and put the ripped paper layers on it, but then after that, I didn't even think about what I was going to do with it. And this is just stuff I kind of had next to me. See how I'm like placing all these things? Whenever I watch people do YouTube videos, I'm always like, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that one. And then they keep changing it. You're probably doing the same thing to me right now as you watch it, but as the creator or the artist, I guess you would say, when I'm making it, I don't see it fitting there. Now when I actually look at it, I'm like, oh, that other heart looked fine. But I don't think I put it there because it was bulky and I wanted the heart to be able to spin without getting stuck on anything. But yes, I'm sure you're all doing exactly what I do when I watch videos and you're talking to me and you're like, that looks okay there, that looks fine, put that there. So this side was still a little bit plain. I added a little banner. I wasn't 100% happy with how I embellished the border on this one, but it still came out super cute. I hope whoever wins this loves it. I had a lot of fun making it. It's different, it's exciting, it's interactive, It is quite thick because the two sides have a lot of dimension, but hopefully it has a new home in your Rolodex. And make sure you comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. You guys are always wonderful, and you leave such wonderful positive feedback for me all the time, and I do really appreciate it. So again, thanks for watching, and make sure you comment. Bye.